Good morning, good morning to you. Or perhaps I should be singing, oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I rose up yesterday, looked out the window and saw that the saw that the sun was in fact rising brighter than ever. I mean, it was blindingly bright, amazingly so. And they say that's what we're going to be. That's how we're going to go. That's what we're doing. Um, yeah, I heard a lot of stuff yesterday. Well, I mean, I can't say I listened in detail to everything. There's way more reports than I could ever get to, even from those that are like, favorites. Which there's one lady, a young black lady, who has finally admitted that she's talking to God all the time. And, she is reading scripture. The simple fact of the matter is the book is a tool, and it's a miraculous tool. The Spirit lives there. You can touch it. You can, and of course, if you're wanting to advance with Him, you just go ahead and you stop and you find that quiet time and you talk with Him. And you say, Prince of Peace, I'm glad you're with me. And I want you to be with me. I want you to live here with me. Be more with me. Be more here. Live through me. Be me. Now that's what it is. That's throwing it all in there. They talking about you're all in for Jesus. Well, kids, listen. Like that chick that says that stuff. You're all in for hell if you're not all in for the light. You're either in completely 100% for the kingdom of light and life, or you're not. Whenever He said, you're either for me or against me, I mean, yeah, me too. I thought, well, that's really extreme. And where's the middle zone? And is there no gray area? And what He was saying is, you're either in with me, which means you are for me, and you're 100% on it, or you haven't gotten it yet. They still have you in some way. They still have your mind, maybe. I think I saw Sylvester drive through it just a few moments ago. And of course, I rebuke and reject and refuse and renounce and repudiate Sylvester, along with all the enemy, and along with Satan, along with all this black, red, orange, yellow, or green. Because all that stuff was eliminated from me. All the colors of darkness and fire was eliminated from me by heaven, replaced by white and them of light. I know that heaven has either brought more light into me and increased my light, or has plans to. But I do know that we're continuing up. We shall be advancing again, and we're going to continue to ascend more again today. Have an amen in the name of the truth and the life. Our Father in heaven, amen. Yeah, I saw a bunch of stuff going on out there, and again, I will tell you ladies that there was a couple of you that I had become somewhat fond of, and I'd had hopes about, because I could see that there was love still left there. There's water still there. You feel. But one of them announced how they decided they went to magic school, and the other one decided that, that instead of channeling anything, she's going to always tarot everything, and announce, that she's glad she's a witch. Which again, of course, that big burly girl that says she's your friend, that's the devil, kid. I know them personally. Known them for a real long time, and they're leading you not to a good place. And this other one that said she went to magic school, well, apparently they've copied you, or you're showing up with the exterior avatar coating of some version of the witch, from some older version of the witch, I think, or some distorted version. but it's very, very, very much like that. And so I'm going to be officially putting them on the list of goodbye. Because what you basically done is you said, I'm your enemy and I am a door and a window for this whore over here who has somehow conned us into following them. Even though you know in your own mind, now probably damned minds, that you have gone further into darkness and have more consciously, willingly taken hold of its hand instead of the light. So there's a bunch of people out there that's like trying to teach you or teach others that, oh no, you don't have to worry about going up or down. You can just sort of circle round and round and round there in the center somewhere, like you're in a lava lamp. You never reach the top, but you never reach the bottom. You're something real odd and peculiar. I guarantee you no. If you watch that Dr. Sleep movie, Rose the Hat, she never thought about, the end. But whenever you become something that, yep, I'm sure that's the black dog. Again, well, anyway. I think what we're going to have to do is another writing, unfortunately, just to solidify things. Because as you well know, part of the ending of the war was all those people that had been giving us trouble and had been defeated by Heaven for Me were now excluded from the new book. This new book that we're beginning to enter into, as they're part of the old book, and they're not going along with us into the new book, because the new book is not about the enemy having any access to me. I watched for the last time yesterday part of the Black Witch presentation. And I'll say it was the last time because it proved once again to me that still yet, just the same as it was when I first met it back, some 30 years ago, I guess, all about positioning. Real concerned about its position. It thinks everything's a legal argument, like we're in a court. Well, let me make you understand. In that situation, my name's the judge. That's what they used to call me way back then when we were pretty new. They called me the judge. As a matter of fact, a knowing child, one who everybody thought of as stupid and ignorant and retarded, who saw completely, who did not have the ability to stop his exclamations and proclamations, proclaimed me to be the super judge. It's because he had no reserve. There was no governor on that mind that said, don't say that. Play along with the game of all the rest of the kids. Don't say it. Don't say what you know. We're going to continue to ascend. I understand. I was being told, or it was hinted to me, we've reached level blue. And I think that was being confirmed by an awful lot of people because I was listening to a couple of them, these tarot readers and stuff that don't tarot read, they actually like do the channeling thing, which really, is preferable because look, kids, again, I could get myself a deck of play cards, I can read them better than you, much better than you, and I use them within a layout that has the context to each placement so that, there's kind of like rules and stuff to this stuff. But yeah, I'm glad my intuition has been upgraded, and I'm glad we've been improved again. Yes, there's logical and rational thinking is prevalent, but our intuition is way up there. We were trying to watch a couple of them yesterday. We tried. I tried to tune into them, and I was like, "You're right. That's not a manipulation to." And I'm telling you right now, if you're out there and you're proclaiming yourself to be a messenger of the Lord, and you're stumbling Christians, you better get out of the business right quick. Right quick. Because everything's going to fall apart for you. And it's going to get bad. There's a couple of them that I've been seeing for a long time now, whom, of course, I popularized. And they're not going to be getting my energy. They're not going to be getting any attention from me, nor any of my kind. And that's to begin with. And that's because of the simple fact that they just have been lying their asses off, saying things that would be to stumble a person in their journey and give power to the enemy, whereas the damned enemy doesn't have any power. They're defeated. Heaven defeated them. Heaven defeated all of these enemies for me. Heaven defeated them and won the war for me. Heaven defeated all their plans against me. Heaven defeated their traps. Heaven defeats their poisons. Heaven has defeated all their plans and mechanisms to take energies from me, to steal energy from me. And they've completely defeated their plans to rob me or to keep me starved or unsupplied. Because heaven has defeated all of that and allows none to stop the flow of any of my blessings. And any of them that have been holding any of the supplies or blessings or inheritance that was supposed to be mine, and if that's being withheld from me, those people are going to be beaten down by heaven and broken into pieces until they release that stuff to me. They will be forced by heaven, compelled to release that to me. And of course, I am happy that heaven is causing all my gold, regardless of where it is right now, to return to me. All that gold that was taken from me is returning to me now, along with the best of me. Because heaven takes care of it and does it for me. Like I say, they've won the war for me. But yeah, I tuned into the Black Witch, and again, all about positioning. And it's the most amazing thing, because what it has done is it thinks that it's in a court case. It thinks there's a popularity contest here to win, and it can't win a damn thing against me because it's a Black Witch. It's insincere. Why it can't be me is it doesn't have the ability to love, as far as I know. It probably doesn't have a heart. Plus, it's black. It's a hateful thing from the other tribe, so it can't be the sun. One dark ass sun, kind of I don't think it radiates anything. I have seen clouds of blackness around it, but no, that's defeated. Yeah, all I saw there was lies, just continuous lies. And it was, trying to look like it was the better half or something like that. The motivating force, the genius behind it all. All I can tell you is, you go off and do what you do. Let's see you do what I do. Let's see you try, rather. You go ahead and show us all how you can do anything and do it better. But do it without me. Do it without any linkage to me, without any connection to me or my energies. That's the task you've been given. So just go on out there and show everybody that you're just as good. You're just as... Yeah, you're in the process, all right. You sure are. And you failed all along the way. Capricorn 15. Last day. This was your last day, is what I do believe, and it is not your day. It's not yours. We're not connected. We're not going anywhere. We're not ending together. That's guaranteed. Unless, of course, you end up being pure as the driven snow somehow. Then maybe you could tag along. But not with any title in regards to me. Because you're nobody, nothing to me. You're just a damned enemy. You're a witch who's worked against me in collusion with my enemy, whom you have contracted with Aren't you a servant of the enemy? That means you can't be connected to me. You can't be married to me. You can't be partnered to me. Heaven makes that impossible. Heaven, amen. Because heaven doesn't allow me to be partnered with anything of the darkness. Heaven has made impossible the darkness partnering me or marrying me, unilaterally just deciding to, do that. That's not possible. It's not going to be possible either. Because we're going to continue on up. And yeah, blue is a good color for me. But we like our white. Very much like our white. We love our whites. We really do, because they've been so loving of me and protective. Very caring. So yes, we love our whites. And we love our blues. We love the good God of heaven. All the good God people that make me good, because they do. And they surround me with the good. Heaven surrounds me with the good stuff and covers me with the good stuff front and back. So what's my backing? What's my back? Good. It's just good in my back. My lower back, my middle back, my upper back, my shoulder blades, my shoulders. It's all good. And they keep it good. So nothing else gets in there other than good. See where we're going with this? I can go my own way. I'm just a big old day. And I'm getting brighter in every way. Well, not every way. Just becoming brighter with the light. We're going to continue to grow. I know the enemies continue to work against us, and they've sent a lot of energies and stuff and all that. I can warn you again, you're playing with your lives when you're doing these things, because it's all being recorded. I guarantee you. And there's nothing that you can get away with. I know there's a bunch of them out there thinking, well, there's no way he can prove it. That's okay. I'll come for it myself then if need be. I'm quite sure that once I'm done growing, once I've got all my bells and whistles going, and I get my eyes on, things are going to be interesting. Very interesting. Very fun, I would guess. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so I tuned into the Disney princesses yesterday. I thought it was funny. There was one that I automatically keyed on because of who she is and the fact that she knows me. And that's the one that I was saying I thought looked like a Disney princess. There's another one. Oh, they're cruising around the neighborhood this morning, kids. Hungry ones. But it looks like there's a good crew of good guys that have come into the neighborhood, and they've been around the last few days. I'm real happy about them. I say, God love them. Heaven love those boys. I should say men. But anyway, I was listening to her, and yeah, it was, I think it was just shy of let me sabotage you. A lot of stuff there. I'll put it to you like this. What's going on with me is that whenever one of you come out with one of these dumbass logics, okay? I mean, kids, listen, I like you. Some of you are really cute, okay? Some of you, I think, are probably going to go the right way, and I'm really happy about that. I'm just looking forward to loving you. But whenever you come out, I mean, remember who you're talking to, okay? I'm not the dullest or the dimmest. Okay, we were down. Yeah, and then what did you guys do with that chance? Well, oh, yeah, put us down further. Okay, but anyway, we're on the rise. And whenever you come out with one of these, well, this is how it is thing, remember who writes the book. Okay, because I can look at you and go, well, you're either a dumbass who doesn't know any better, or you're trying to be insulting. Because, I mean, I'll even listen to it, I'll even listen to what you're trying to put down. And it's like, well, and what happens is your energy will do this and it level out the equal, blah, blah. No, you goofball. Because all I have to do is extrapolate from that what the eventual outcome is, what the inevitable outcome would be to those type of mechanics. No, my energy just doesn't go to anybody. Do I radiate energy? Does it have an effect? Yeah. If you come within my field, yeah, it'll have an effect on you. But no, I don't dump energy just because somebody has low vibes. No, not at all. We keep our high vibes. It's not about equaling out everything around us. You're too much listening to your enemy, and you should turn away from it and renounce anger, and renounce Satan, and renounce the darkness, and renounce witchcraft, renounce your damn tarot cards, because they're not going to tell you anything. And go for the light. Go do the right thing. Do what you need to do the right thing, to be free of these other things. Again, they asked me, well, how do you get rid of your anger? And I did explain, and I will say humbly, I'm very grateful. My anger was removed from me. Okay, that was hate. That was part of wrath. And they said, well, how do you get it out? Well, the man that was asking me, I think, has got way too much of it just start making up. I think if I was him, I would need the help of Christ, the Prince of Peace, them that is the light, the truth, the life. That's why they're there. That's what that's about, so that you can defeat your enemy, whose name is wrath, the Prince of Darkness, the King of Darkness, I guess. But past that, you can renounce him. And at every turn, bite your tongue or take a rubber band and snap yourself in the wrist, or anything other than allowing yourself to become angry about anything. And you can starve him. You can starve him out. You can. But if you think you're powerful and you're so advanced and all this, then you should be able to meditate your ass into being free of anger. Okay? Otherwise, you're just fooling yourself. Fooling yourself. Because you're going only so high. You can only get so high if you got that in you. And I can guarantee you, those of God, my God, them of the light, who have anger in them, like let's say Peter or something, right? And they call them sons of thunder. I try to make up some euphemistic terminology for, you're carrying the wrong stuff and you're very flawed as a disciple, an apostle. When you get there, that's going to be taken right out of you, and it's going to be set over there to the side, along with your envy, which is another mortal sin, kids, along with your this, along with that, along with all these other things. It was all really comes back down to misunderstanding, which is why you sin, why we sin is misunderstanding. Hold on. Okay, well, I've lost my train of thought now. I had to step off. Anyway, again, start with anger. The other stuff's just like, it's, it all, whenever they say sin's all the same thing, it's not all the same thing. It doesn't all count the same, but it all leads to the same connections that you don't want. Tell me truthfully, you, the tarot readers, and you think that you're witches and stuff like that, do you believe that you're actually in charge of yourself? Do you believe it? Because, you'll freely admit, I had to get on here and do this video. They were really after me my guides or this or that was telling me da-da-da-da. Whenever I witnessed that one little girl with the big lips and big boobs talking about how something about love, and I could see the hurt in her. Now, that might have been put on just for me because they know me. All I could see is, you need saved. And that big burly chick that's walking around out back and around inside your car is the goddamn devil, and you don't know it, do you? You think it's your friend because it tells you the things you want to hear. But if you have a devil in your life, let me guarantee you, they don't really care about love. They don't understand it, really. I've seen evidence of it. At best, they comprehend it to the point where it's a valuing system, something about the emotions, which I don't think they really are in touch with emotions, and they can emulate it. They can look at it and observe it, analyze it, and quantify the things that make up love actions, demonstrations of love, the words that you would say and stuff. Or okay, for you witches and kings, or witches and tarot readers, it King of Cups upside down, or Knight of Cups upside down. Be upright. Do you pray to any? Do you even make assertions? Okay, what I was praying again and again and over and over and over and over again was for my correctness, to be upright, to perceive correctly, to conclude correctly, to act correctly. Now, there's a bunch of people out there like the devil, your friend, who will tell you there's no, they'll want you to think there's no such thing as rules. I think everyone who's involved is beginning to realize that in fact there is rules, and that no, it's not about we're building somebody or something here. It's about me just going back up and becoming again what I'm supposed to be. This process was not about developing me. If anything, yeah, it's going to improve me in as much as I became awake and aware about all of these creatures that were not me and that were trying to utilize me, or have been for a very long time. And I don't want to supply evil. We don't want to better the evil. We don't want to grow evil. We're light instead, you see. So did the process, this little awakening trip, well, I could have had all that done without being put through. I'm not even going to argue with you. You have no use. You have no value. You've acted with complete and total malice the entire time. Apparently you do lie to everyone, and apparently we're trying to pass yourself off as something like this. That's going to be increasingly more and more difficult with every passing day, and every passing day will reveal more and more and more that no, you're not the bright one, you're not the chosen one, you're not anything to heaven. They don't hear you. You don't even acknowledge them. You work against them. You use their book. You use their words to try and justify somehow your actions. You have mocked again and again and again all that is the heaven in a multitude of ways. You've basically again and again throughout your life and throughout the last 20 years spit in their face. So no, you're not going to be able to pass yourself off as holy. You're not going to be able to convince people that you're a part of the church, because you're not. And again, I saw one of them the other day, and they were talking about it, and they were talking about this person, and obviously it came, and they said, but it's not like they've developed the ability to take accountability even. In other words, they haven't changed. And more than one was saying they haven't changed. They've not changed at all. And what I saw, what was demonstrated to me, was exactly the truth. And so what was demonstrated again to me was they'll say anything. They'll act in any way that they believe will get them what they want. They'll pretend, in other words, to be whatever it is they need to pretend to be to get in. But see, that's not going to be good enough. Again, dragon shit can only take you so far. There's lots of problems with the attitude, character, the mindset, which means you have this way of thinking which is not correct for this team. So again, I'm today Heaven made me the day without the other. There is no contrast with anything of the darkness. And if ever they have been, those have been erased. Again, that was part of the old book. And all of that's been repudiated anyway. So, we're just going through the motions to, again, do what we can to ensure the closure takes. And the door is closed, and then the door is welded shut, and then there are walls built on either side of it, and concrete poured there too, and so there's no way to ever get to that door again. And those doors will never open because there's just not a chance in hell we're ever going to accept any type of union of any sort with such a creature as that with its endless lies. I think, seriously, I wonder if truly they haven't become a full-blown narcissist. I mean, it seems like if you imply they're this or that, then that's what they're going to do. And if you say, if you suggest that possibly they're a petulant child, acting like a petulant child, then they become the petulant child. Well, then let me tell you this, Wicked Witch of the West, Christina Noel. You are a defeated enemy who is powerless against me and cannot affect me in any way. You can't affect me adversely. Your magic will not work against me. I'm not yours. I wouldn't claim you for anything. I have no idea what the hell you people are talking about soul contracts, other than you're just full of it. You're just always full of lies. The worst lies that just smell to high heavens, and that you'll make up any lie and try to stand beside any lie, so long as you think that it might. And you know what? And you're willing to quickly change your tune and tell a whole different story, and even use words of the Bible to try and justify your point of view. You're nothing like a man. I don't know why you want to refer to the light as feminine, since the sun is masculine. It's the night that's feminine. I don't see it producing any life. I think you guys get a real twisted sense of reality is what it is. And yes, I understand. I was listening to CJ one day say it in a very sweet way. You process reality differently than others. I was thinking, Rain Man, who's on first? Who's on first? Maybe I should go to Vegas and try doing counting cards or something. Yeah, I do. But the simple fact of the matter is part of what I am, which allowed me to love those people around me, that strengthened me, that forgiveness, that automatically I'm forgiving them, and they're going to be better people, and I'm going to think the best of them, and da da da. That's all gone, because what I've been taught is that's not real. And unless I am making that happen, there's no reason. It's like, oh, you're not one of mine, and just go ahead and let you go. I think that's why they made love blind, right? So that they wouldn't walk down the street going, oh, Christ, I wouldn't spit on you if you're on fire. Because of, they could look at you and see what you were, right? See how dark you were. See how many fires there were there. How much ambition you were suffering from, and how much delusion and denial you were in, and all the filth from all the hate. And I've seen evidence again and again and again of their hate throughout, not just the last 20 years, which, it's like you can't deny it, but sick hate, sadistic type of hate towards men and women, both of them, and combined with sex. So no, you would to qualify to even begin to hook up here at all. You would have to go through some type of real, true cleansing process, a spiritual cleansing. I don't know what you are. And I listened to this one the other day, the one I think of as the Disney character, whom I've seen in several other instances, whom I look at it and I go, it's too cute. It's made just too darn cute. And with the voice and its eyes and its understatement of, the thing in comparison to the other horrier ones, it's too cute. But I've seen also other versions of it full of hate, just seething with it. And also, I've seen versions of it showing it was one of the masculine abusers, the abusers of the masculine. Haters of the masculine. So whenever I look at that, I'm like, yeah. Whenever you talk about, what if you had an entry and an exit plan? And I'm thinking, see, do you remember that song? You can go your own way. You can go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way. Heaven has been healing my voice. And I know I'm probably going to end up being called, quote, rangy, unquote. And you know what? If they do, then I will have the exact kind of voice I really would like to have. I always thought on those, the voice shows and stuff like that, whenever they're like, well, that they're kind of rangy. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm not even going to say it, but yeah. So did you guys enjoy this morning's visit? I hope so. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of snow flurries out there today. Looks like the tops of the roofs are getting white. It's going to be a fine day, though. It was a beautiful day yesterday, and of course it's going to be a beautiful day today. We just keep improving every day, Well, listen, like I said, I'm going to probably be writing it out again and putting it out as a legal notice, because we did get attacked the other day whenever they were. Now, was it them or was it this other version that was connected to that team nearby? I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter. What they've revealed to me over and over and over and over and over and over again is that, they're just not that. Then again, hey, you know what? All I can tell you is my entire experience regarding this supposed kingdom spouse thing, which was nothing more than the standardized love game, which was supposed to end, I'm sure, after 1 year, right? Certainly no more than 10 years was it supposed to go on further. The simple fact of the matter is we must not be destined to be together, or must not belong together, since we're not together. We don't have conversations, we don't see each other, we don't go look at each other. And let me tell you about this, guys. This last week, I forget which day it was, maybe it was Saturday, I don't know, but it was a few days ago, and I went in to the local shop down here, and I'll probably already have told you about this, but I talked to the lady. I selected a product. I got a recommendation. I selected the product. I asked her a question about something, and this or that. We had the transaction. I looked at the money coming back to me from out of her hand, and I walked out of that store to realize a little bit later I never looked at her face one time. And if I had, it's blank. There's nothing there. In my mind, there's nobody there. There was somebody there. There was someone there. But I did not see anything. No details. And always before, regarding the evil, wicked witch, when I was looking for her, and they were blocking me from seeing her, I would walk away realizing later, yes, that was her. I could replay it in my mind. This person here was just blank. They were blank. It's like, no, my team has absolutely put the invisibility on you, whoever it was. Either that or your spell to be invisible is working really well, because we just don't see you at all. You probably could have been on fire, and I probably would have just kept la 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 la. Have a nice day now, and never looked very closely at all. So things are progressing. Yes, we have been making transitions of different sorts, and we have been keeping to ourselves because of that, because we've been gauging things along the way. And you know what? We're just about there where we're actually feeling like, hey, we're starting to get back to a regular type of existence where, where we're not underneath the damned, which of course Major Tom's supposed to be floating high above the world, but if we're getting into level blue now, I think things are going to really take off soon. And all I can say is, for all my guys, I just love you. And I say heaven love all my guys who are helping me and helping me to be bigger and stronger and helping me to ascend and helping me to get my feet back under me and on the road to, well, you know what I'm saying, figuratively speaking, getting that show going again, which it's inevitable at this point, isn't it? God love you and God keep you. We'll talk to you real soon.